Howdy folks, what's going on? It's Jack once again with another video, and this video, or more this weekend, I am looking forward to the boxing more than I have for a long time. This weekend sees Billy Joe Saunders fighting Canelo Alvarez in what, if AJ Fury isn't made this year, is one of the biggest fights, if not the biggest fight of the year. It's going to be absolutely class. It's the first opponent that Canelo's faced, bar Callum Smith. I'd say that is his hardest opponent to date. Billy Joe Saunders, unreal footwork, dead slick, great head movement, sticks behind a jab, loves to move around. Canelo just likes to walk the ring down. If a guy's moving against him, I can't predict it. I've backed Billy Joe. 100% I back Billy Joe for this one. I think the Brit can do it. I think he can do it. It's going to be a tough ask. It is going to be a tough ask, but I think he can do it, you know. And it's amazing. It's amazing just to think if he does that, what it does for not only British boxing. I mean, the rematch, obviously, the rematch clauses, all that sort of stuff. It's on Dazn, so a lot more people can access it. We're not expected to pay 25 quid for a pay-per-view or whatever from Sky. It's unreal. It's going to be class. Absolutely class. Canelo again. Yeah, he's had all the, you've got the juicing and the beef comments and all the, but you can't take it away from him. You cannot take away from how good he is, because Callum Smith is 6'4", fought him at middleweight, super middleweight, whatever. There's no way Callum Smith should get down to that weight. So for him to still be able to get down there this far into his boxing career, one, is an achievement. So well done, Callum. But then secondly, he's not tiny, but he's a little bulky man. And I just couldn't believe when I watched him versus Callum Smith. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing before my eyes. I mean, I think he used pretty much the tactic, and obviously all the boxing fans out there, they're going to absolutely crease me for saying it, but it looked like he just kept decking him in the arms so that Callum Smith couldn't use his jab, or he couldn't move it. He just kept hitting him right on the arm, like right about there. And it just didn't go down so well for him, did it? To be fair, but yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing for it this weekend. All the build-up as well. We're going home if the ring's not right. If the ring's not 24 or 22 foot, we're not. We're going home. We're not doing it. We're not playing your game. We want it to be fair in our corner. Unreal. They've rattled him. Canelo is rattled, literally rattled. It's unbelievable, and it's going to be a mega fight. The undercard doesn't look that great, to be honest. So they must be paying him absolute top whack, the two main event stars. But I mean, you've got Frank Sanchez, an heavyweight that no one's ever heard of. Is he going to be anything? Is he not? I think he's going to be another Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz did beat Anthony Joshua, granted, but he was a late replacement in that fight. Anthony Joshua trained for a Jarrell Miller at that point as well. I don't really rate Andy Ruiz. I remember watching him against Joseph Parker. Good fight. I actually felt like he actually won that one, but I just don't see him at being a top level. I actually put Andy Ruiz at Derek Chisora level, and I watched that last week. Eddie Hearn and Sky was so fortunate that 20 quid, 25 quid, whatever it were, had that undercard, because the undercard were brilliant last weekend, but the main event weren't that great. For me personally, it weren't that great. But they have smashed it in other areas, so I can't keep a good man down. Can't kick him whilst he's down. That was one of his last ones to do with Sky as well, I believe. I think he's got one more, and then they're going to give us the announcement on what they're going to do with the deal. Can't see him not signing with his own personally, but it'll be interesting to see. Boxing has obviously, over the past sort of 10 years of Eddie Hearn, especially in Britain, the landscape's changed, The Matchroom have completely took over the sport, in my opinion. Top rank aren't as big as they used to be. Showtime. Matchroom's ahead of both of them. Queensberry, Frank Warren and BT. They're making some sort of little, they're making noise, but it's more or less white noise, because Matchroom and Sky take away, all of it. But congratulations as well, while we're talking about BT and Frank Warren, to Sonny Edwards last weekend, won his world title. The problem is that with a platform like that, that's secondary to Sky, is that not everyone saw Sonny Edwards. So a lot of people saw it on Twitter, on the highlights page, which isn't great. It's not great, because it was an absolute quality performance. It hardly got a punch. Do you know how hard that is? Especially, World Championship fight, barely getting it, and it were a 12-rounder. Unreal. But no, I'm dead looking forward to that this weekend. It's going to be massive. As far as I'm aware, I've not seen any UFC pushed, so there'll be nothing to watch beforehand. But what is interesting is just looking at what happened with Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather yesterday. So obviously they're at the Hard Rock Stadium for their exhibition fight. They're doing the press releases, they're doing the press conferences, they're doing, all this and that. And it's just, it's carnage, but it's good carnage. But it's better carnage for Jake and Logan, obviously, because Jake, obviously Logan's brother, is there as well. And just carnage broke loose because Jake stole Mayweather's cap. And Floyd Mayweather was one of the best to ever do it, to ever lace up gloves, and I can't comment on anything like his hair, but if I had that much money, I thought he looked very scruffy. And I know that his entire outfit yesterday probably cost more than the house I'm currently stood in talking to you, but he just looked dead scruffy and his hair was all over the gaff. So I'd have been annoyed if you'd have robbed my cap as well, but absolutely hilarious. Jake Paul's killing it at the moment. He's becoming the villain. I think the danger that they want to watch out for, those two, is that this exhibition fight between Mayweather and Jake, that's what actually might happen between Mayweather and Logan, might actually become more of a selling point for a fight with Jake rather than actual Logan. Because Logan, let's be fair, he's a big draw, got quite a big name, massive on the internet. And then you've got Jake, who's boxed obviously before. He signed a deal with Triller, so he does pay-per-view events now for boxing. Just fought Ben Askren, knocked him out in 1 round. Dubious, but at least Ben Askren's got a shitload more money. I think there's a real danger in Logan and Mayweather not being as big as it should be because Jake was there. And that's what I thought when I saw this happen. I thought, you know what? A lot more people would rather see Jake fight Floyd because Jake got under Floyd's skin, whereas Logan was just laughing at him and trying to give him crappy comments like, God, what did he say? The only something thing is about, it was just mocking Floyd's hairline, and I just thought, get in the bin, get in the bin. That's terrible. That's shocking. You want to get in there, and if this is your chance to make absolute millions, because granted, he's got millions in the bank anyway, really successful business, successful podcast, all that. He's killed the internet. So now he's trying to get into more of the mainstream, because he's had a bit of a career in Hollywood, did a few bits, obviously then the scandal happened, and then now he's trying to, to be fair to him, he has rediscovered himself quite a lot, and now you want to sell the fight. Don't use your brother to sell the fight, because then people will just want to see Floyd and your brother fight. It didn't make sense to me. And then at the end, Logan's trying to scrap, and it's like, what are you doing? You've missed your chance here. You've missed the boat. But what's disgusting about that whole press conference is that more people are now talking about that than they are Canelo and Billy Joe. So it's a joke. Tyson Fury, fair play. Those lads that I saw on his Instagram from Doncaster, fair play. It's an absolute criminal shame, obviously, due to the pandemic, that we can't get 70,000 out there. Oh, sorry, we can't get, all the travellers and all the English fans going out there supporting him, because it's a massive fight. It's a massive opportunity for Billy Joe, and I could wish him nothing all but, all the best. And again, it's completely taken over football for me this weekend, the boxing. I'm absolutely buzzing for it. I actually cannot wait. Now, the big debate was whether I go to bed early-ish and wake up at 4 o'clock, or do I stay up all night and then try to survive all of Sunday. It's one of them. I've got to watch it. So I think I'm going to get up, to be honest. I think I'm going to get up and probably go back to bed. But listen, let me know who you think is going to win. Is Canelo going to win? Could all this be for nothing? All this rattling, all this talk, all this, now you're going down. That's what he was saying in the match room behind the scenes. Or does Billy Joe win on points? Does he stop him late, like Tyson Fury said in the 11th for the 12th? No one knows. No one literally knows. That's why it's such a good fight. There's no need to build it up anymore. So, guys, let me know in the comments below who's going to win. And more importantly, who's going to win Mayweather versus Mayweather versus Logan Paul? Because that, again, is another interesting. It's not as interesting as the fight this weekend, but it's just one of those. It's like car crash, but you can't. Obviously, when you drive on a motorway and you see a bit of a pile up and you think, oh, I'll have a look. It's like that, and it's car crash telly. That's all it is. But yeah, let me know who you think is going to win this weekend. Billy Joe versus Canelo. Let's go, Billy Joe. For the travellers, for the Brits, bring home those belts. Thank you. Please like, subscribe. Thank you for all the support.